what you like about this essay, something good. Because there are a lot of good things. I can see that the student learned something based on what we were discussing in this class. Did we say that our essay need an introduction? Yes. And the person is aware of that. Okay? Did we say that an essay needs a body? And we spoke about at least maybe how many paragraphs? Three paragraphs in the body, and the person was aware of it, and the person did this. And the person made sure that his essay, his writing has a conclusion. Let's look at the introduction first. My best friend is the lovely person to me. He knows me very well. We always be together. He's my coworker too. Is there anything that you can see right away that we can fix right away? We spoke about it so much, third person singular. And I don't know what happened. That S for the, look, ladies and gentlemen, third person singular. You know, S starts with singular, and at the end of the verb. A lot of S's were missing. This sentence, even though I did say that grammar is first concern, but it's just like you're not quite sure. My best friend is the lovely person to me. It's like, you know, when I'm reading this, I'm thinking, only to you? It's like, what do you mean to you? It's like he's a lovely person to you, and to other people maybe not. Not so lovely. So to me is okay, but does it make sense? Well, if not, okay, I can say it's a lovely person to me, it's a lovely person for me. Why only for you? Why only to you? Does it make sense? Let's just throw it out. Say goodbye. It's not necessary, not because of the grammar, but because of the common sense, because of the logics. This is not necessary, not necessary. I'm going to put the period right here. And I have a problem with an article right here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you think about the definite article, the, right, you're being specific. Do you know these words? That, this. Okay, look, if you look right here at article the, really, it's pointing. Like when you're saying that student, this student, this book, that book, really, what happened? Look, TH, the is also pointing. You are being specific. You are pointing, like with your finger. It's not nice to point with your finger, but that's what it is. It is pointing, right? You're being specific. But in this situation, we're not being specific. We're talking who this person is. We need to use an indefinite article. Okay, so, oh, now it makes sense. Okay, let's say it together. My best friend is a lovely person. He knows me very well. Now we're good with the sentence. No problem. We always be together. So we don't want me, right? And we don't want this here. We are always together. He's my co-worker too. First of all, spelling. Double O, yes. He's my co-worker too. It's a good way to start, but a lot of you notice I wanted you to add more information. Expand. So here we want to know maybe about the name. Talk about his age.
How long do you stay together?
How long do you know this friend? Okay. Do you know this friend for a long time? Where is he from?
Yes.
Well, let's say
Country.
what country is he from? Is he an American? Or is he from Egypt, if you're from Egypt? Or is he from the Dominican Republic, if you're from the Dominican Republic? My best friend is a lovely person. Did we get that? Okay. So let's start with the name. Next thing. Name is now we assume that it's a man, right? It's not a woman. If it's a woman, we're gonna say her name is, right? His name is Omar. Okay? We can talk about the age if you want to. He. How old is he? 23 years old. How long do you know that person? I know Omar for a long time. Can we talk about the country? It's up to you. I want this to be connected. I know Omar for a long time. We, because it's I and Omar, right? We came to this country
Five years.
5 years ago. Look, I already added about 3 to 4 sentences I can add in the introduction, and that's going to be a nice introduction because we are saying who this lovely person is, my best friend, right? Okay, we are always together. He's my co-worker too. Okay, let's take a look at the second paragraph, and that's going to be already a body, right? A body of an essay. And we know because it's a body of an essay, now this is the time, right, for us to be specific. He with me all the time in work. He always bring a coffee for me in the morning time, then we work together. He helped me to learn everything in my work. First of all, he always brings coffee. He helps. Look, it's right there. You don't even have to replace the nouns. It goes with the pronoun he. The first thing, ladies and gentlemen, please. He is with me all the time. Thank you. Okay, at work. These prepositions in and at, they both show location. But in is going to be really inside, in the classroom, in the park. But at is going to be more expression-wise. You're in the classroom, right? But you're at the college right now, right?
Yes.
Where am I right now? I'm at work,
Yeah.
right? Yes, I'm in the classroom teaching. That's my physical location, right? But I'm really at work. Just remember, it's at work, okay? At home. He always brings a coffee for me. You can use for me. Also, there's an option to bring to, because to is also, you bring to, that's the direction, right? In the morning time. In the morning. Yes.
Yeah. He's with I or he's with me.
With me. Subject or object? Do you know the difference between the subject and an object? It's about the position in the sentence, really. It's about the word order. You can determine the subject and the object in English by the word order. Okay? If you're going to put yourself first, you're going to say, I am always with him. I is going to be the subject. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. But if you're going to put your friend first, that's the subject. He is always with me. This is correct. And also it goes after with, what's with? Preposition.
Teacher.
Every time it's going to go after the preposition, it's going to be an object. I look at you, you look at me. What's the subject here?
I.
Why is it a subject? It goes before the verb in an affirmative sentence, right? You look at me. What's the subject here? You. What happens to I? It goes after the verb, and it becomes an object. Okay? You is easy in English. You does not change because it has one form. But the pronoun I has two forms. Okay. Can we continue? He is with me all the time.
At work.
At work, good. You remember? He
always
always brings me. Okay, now I have a problem with a coffee. When you talk, it's okay, but when you write, I believe with your grammar instructor, you were talking about countable and uncountable nouns. Can we count coffee?
No.
So that's a non-count noun. You can just say goodbye, the article, he brings coffee to me, or he brings me coffee. You can say that, because coffee is a non-count noun, and that's how you make it easy. Or you can count cups. With coffee, it's going to be a cup, right? It's up to you. But I would just, to make it easier, I would just say he brings me coffee in the morning. And we're going to put a period right there. What happens here, ladies and gentlemen, that's my other recommendation. Make your sentences shorter in English. At least for now. In general, English language has shorter sentences. So we start with a capital letter, we start a new sentence. You can continue, you can go back to work. Then we go back to work. He helps me to learn everything. Again, not in, right? We don't need mine. At work. It's a good idea to start the first paragraph, not with he, but tell actually who that person is. Omar is with me all the time at work. How would we expand? How does it make you feel when he brings you some coffee? Do you enjoy it? Then we work together. Okay, can we add more information? Then we work together. Can we say something more about working together? What is it like to work together with Omar? Is it easy to work with him because he knows his job? Or maybe it's a lot of hard work, but he always helps you. That's where you get, this is your opportunity to talk a little bit more about you working together. That's when I say expand, this is where you have to stop and to say a little bit more about your work. Then we have lunch time. I bring the lunch for him around 2 p.m. Then we eating at work. When we finish the lunch, we back to work. You either eat lunch together or you have lunch together. You can take a break. You can have a break, but you don't take much. Now, by the way, I have to compliment that person because that person, in the first body paragraph, wrote about the morning routines. It was consistent. The person was not jumping, right? And when the person got to the next body paragraph, I see that it's all about lunch. So why don't we say during lunchtime? I bring the lunch for him or to him around 2 p.m. I would put a period right here, ladies and gentlemen. If it's p.m., ladies and gentlemen, you don't need this, you don't need this. If you like the zeros, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need the p.m. So you choose what you want. Then we eating at work. That person forgot something. Are eating at work. Are eating is a verb form. It's present what? Present continuous, right? My question is, why did the person use present continuous? I mean, we're talking about what we do every day with my friend. It's not temporary, right? Make it simple. We eat at work. When we finish the lunch, in English we just say, you have lunch, you finish lunch. We don't need any articles here. Remember it. We have dinner, we have lunch, we finish lunch, we have our lunch together, right? We have breakfast, no articles. When we finish lunch, we back to work.
We come back.
We go back to work. Okay? The verb was missing. Back is not a verb. Okay? Back is not a verb. You go back, you come back, you are back, he is back, he goes back, she goes back. Don't use back to show the action because you need the verb. We go back to work. Can we expand this, ladies and gentlemen? If you have lunch, what do you usually have for lunch? If you know your friend from Egypt, maybe you have your traditional food. Do you cook the food? Do you buy it at a local Egyptian restaurant? Or maybe because now you live in America, you prefer American food. Maybe you love hamburgers and French fries. But this is your chance to expand, to add more information when you're eating lunch. Sometimes we order food at a takeout restaurant, and sometimes my friend brings food from home and shares with me. Or you can say, I cook at home and share it with my friend. Use this word sometimes. Right? Because there are many options, many ways to do it. Please show it. Please give me some more information. Look, I already can add about 2 or 3 sentences to this beautiful body paragraph. A little bit more about work, maybe optional, maybe we need to work. We have a lot of work. We're always busy because our day is very busy, right? Body paragraph number 3. At the night time, he takes dinner with me. Sometimes we take at work, sometimes at the park. We work together the whole day from the morning to the night. Let's do it. At night. Okay, do you take dinner? How about the word have? Instead of take, I'm going to say he has. I have, we have, he has. That's right. We always have third person singular in mind. He has a dinner, no ought. That's not necessary. He has dinner with me. Okay, let's go back. Did we get a nice sentence? At night, he has dinner with me. Much better. I know, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, but at night. Sometimes we take at work, sometimes at the park. But here, because the person was saying like we are having dinner, right? You're eating dinner. I think the person is talking about the same thing. Yes? So maybe we have dinner. We have it. Because there's more information about dinner. By the way, that's a good thought development. First sentence says, at night, he has dinner with me, so we have more information. We are answering the question where. That's a detail, right? Sometimes we have it at work. I can stop right here. I can start a new sentence. Why don't I just put a period? Sometimes, well, it's not at the park. In the park. Sometimes we go to the park. We work together the whole day from morning till night. The whole day, I can put a period right here. Right? I can stop right there. If you want to make it a little bit elaborate, from morning till night, but it's absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay to say we work together the whole day. I think I want to do something with this sentence. I like the sentence, we work together the whole day, but what do you think I want to do with it? Can you read my mind? You know what I'm going to do?
The whole day we're working
I'm going to
together.
take this sentence from here and I'm going to put this in the beginning. Now, I can add maybe 1 sentence or 2 to expand on this. I have a feeling if you work all day long, from morning till night, you're tired. Why don't you write about it? We work together the whole day. By the end of the day, we are really tired. But we're happy because we have enough money to pay our rent and our bills. We work together all day, and don't tell me more. There you go. You can say that, right? We're really tired because we work hard. We're happy because we are able to pay our bills, or we can pay our bills. We have enough money to support our families. It's time to have dinner. My friend has dinner with me usually. We sometimes eat at work, or we have our dinner at the park. Right? So I know it's conclusion because the person used, right? All in all, right? All in all, this is my lovely person to me. Forget about this for me. Basically, talking about feelings, you can say how you feel, and you can say, I'm happy to have a friend at work, right? How do you feel? I'm lucky to have, thank you. I'm happy to have a friend like this. Okay, I think we're going to learn a new word. Maybe you've heard this word. You've heard that word, and you can use it. I'm grateful for my friend.
Thankful.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, now you must have grateful. You can say thankful. I'm very thankful. And that's a good thing to say at the conclusion, isn't it? But can you tell me why? We want to go back and remember what we spoke about, but just in very short points. We said we spent time together, we help each other. Okay, we help each other spend time, and maybe one more point, eat together. Let's just eat together, right? By the way, all in all, this is my lovely friend to me. I would probably admit this, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad Omar is my friend. He's such a good person. He always helps me at work. We eat our lunches and dinners together. He always helps me, and we spend a lot of time together. That's going to be your conclusion.